The Atlantic Ocean is a vast, powerful force, stretching from icy poles to the warm equator. On the surface, we see waves and ships, but beneath lies a world of secrets. For centuries, sailors have whispered tales of monsters, lost treasures, and cities swallowed by the sea. Most dismiss these as stories, but every deep-sea expedition reminds us how little we know. The ocean holds more history than all the world's museums. Some of the greatest mysteries are just offshore, under miles of salt water. Imagine a city like ours, vanishing in an instant, sinking into the abyss. It sounds like fiction, but history suggests it's possible. Ancient writers, modern scientists, and explorers all point to the same incredible possibility. The Atlantic is a watery graveyard, waiting for us to uncover its stories. The deep ocean is our planet's final frontier, a place of darkness, pressure, and discovery. Every sonar blip or strange formation could be a clue, a lost temple, a forgotten palace. The search for hidden cities is a quest to reclaim lost history. The ocean guards these secrets, but not forever. So, let's dive in. We'll explore legends that have captivated us for millennia. We'll examine real evidence pulled from the seabed. We'll see how thriving cities end up at the bottom of the ocean. Our journey takes us from ancient Greece to the Caribbean, from Spain to the mysterious Bimini Road. We're not just looking for stones, we're searching for answers. We're seeking the people who lived in these places and the stories they left behind. The adventure is just beginning. You can't talk about sunken cities without mentioning Atlantis, the legend that started it all. The story comes from Plato, who described a powerful, advanced island nation beyond the Pillars of Hercules, likely the Strait of Gibraltar. Atlantis was a marvel, concentric rings of land and water, temples covered in precious metals, and a navy that dominated its neighbors. But the Atlanteans grew greedy and corrupt, launching an attack on Athens. The gods punished them. In a single day and night, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea. For centuries, people thought Plato's tale was just a fable. But what if it wasn't? What if he recorded a real event? This question has obsessed explorers and historians for ages. People have searched for Atlantis everywhere, from Santorini to the Caribbean, Spain, and even Antarctica. Atlantis has become a symbol for any lost, advanced civilization. The search is more than a treasure hunt. It's a quest for a missing chapter of human history. Could an advanced society have existed before Egypt or Sumer? Could they have had knowledge we're only now rediscovering? Finding Atlantis would rewrite our understanding of the past. Every dive into the Atlantic holds hope. Maybe this time we'll find proof. Maybe this time we'll find Atlantis. The legend endures because the mystery remains. Atlantis isn't the only lost city rumored to sleep beneath the Atlantic. Coastal cultures worldwide have stories of lands claimed by the sea. Celtic mythology tells of Lyonesse, a kingdom off Cornwall, swallowed whole by the ocean. On quiet days, locals say you can hear the bells of drowned churches ringing beneath the waves. In Wales, there's Cantrair Gwaelod, the Sunken Hundred, lost when a prince neglected the sea gates. 16 towns vanished, and their bells are said to echo from Cardigan Bay. Across the Atlantic, indigenous traditions speak of great floods and lost lands, like the Guna people's ancestral homeland submerged by rising seas. These aren't just myths, they're oral histories of catastrophic change. They remind us that coastlines shift, and the world we know isn't permanent. The sea gives and takes away, and these stories are warnings passed down through generations. While we may never find golden cities, these legends guide us to study coastlines and listen to the oldest stories. The land beneath our feet can disappear into the ocean. Legends are thrilling, but what about real evidence? Underwater archaeologists have found verifiable ruins worldwide, including in the Atlantic. Pavlopetri, off Greece, is one of the oldest submerged cities, streets, buildings, and tombs frozen in time. In the Atlantic, divers near Cadiz, Spain, have found massive stone structures, possibly remnants of Tartessos, an ancient trading civilization. Cadiz sits near the legendary Pillars of Hercules, fueling speculation about lost cities. Then there's the Bimini Road in the Bahamas, a half-mile of rectangular limestone blocks, possibly a collapsed wall or ancient foundation. Some say it's natural, others see evidence of a lost civilization. These discoveries blur the line between myth and history. The seafloor is a landscape filled with clues about our past. With sonar, satellite imagery, and daring divers, we're uncovering real places once thought to be legend. Each artifact adds a piece to the puzzle. Lost cities are no longer just stories, they're becoming reality. How does a city end up at the bottom of the ocean? Natural forces can reshape the world in an instant. Earthquakes can cause land to drop suddenly, a process called subsidence, flooding entire cities, like Port Royal, Jamaica, in 1692. Volcanoes can trigger caldera collapses, as on Santorini, where a massive eruption destroyed the Minoan civilization and may have inspired the Atlantis legend. Rising sea levels after the last ice age submerged vast areas once inhabited by early humans. Ancient settlements now lie deep underwater, part of the continental shelf. These forces, earthquakes, volcanoes, rising seas, are the architects of the underwater world. They explain how ruins like Port Royal and Tartessos ended up on the seafloor. Searching for lost cities isn't chasing fantasy, it's following a geological roadmap. We look where the earth is unstable, where volcanoes once roared, and where ancient shorelines lay. The earth is always changing, sometimes taking our history with it. The ocean's depths are shaped by disaster and time. Our search is guided by science as much as legend. The Atlantic hides more than lost cities. It's a graveyard of shipwrecks. For millennia, it's been a highway for trade, exploration, and war, but many ships never made it. Each wreck is a time capsule, filled with tools, cargo, and personal belongings. Spanish galleons, loaded with treasure, were lost to hurricanes and pirates, like the 1715 fleet off Florida, whose riches lay hidden for centuries. Shipwrecks aren't just about gold. They reveal how people lived, traded, and built their vessels. Roman trading ships, Viking longships, and WPU U-boats all tell stories of technology and survival. Finding these wrecks is a monumental task. The Atlantic is vast, and ships are tiny specks. But in deep, cold water, some are astonishingly well preserved, with masts standing and documents intact. These ghost ships are powerful historical sites, memorials to lost lives and human ingenuity. Each discovery connects us to the past in ways no book can. The Atlantic's shipwrecks are monuments to exploration and the risks of the sea. They remind us of the enduring drive to connect the world. How do we find lost cities and shipwrecks beneath miles of water? The search starts with research. Old maps, sailors' logs, and ancient texts help narrow the hunt. Once a target area is chosen, technology takes over. Side-scan sonar maps the seafloor, revealing shipwrecks and possible ruins. Sonar images often lead to the next step, sending down ROVs, remotely operated vehicles equipped with cameras and robotic arms. ROVs provide close-up views and can retrieve artifacts. AUVs, autonomous underwater vehicles, scan large areas on their own, collecting data. If a site is promising, divers or manned submersibles may follow. Underwater archaeologists carefully excavate, map, and recover artifacts. It's a slow, precise process, blending exploration with science. From ancient maps to robotic subs, the hunt is a true expedition. Each discovery brings us closer to the ocean's greatest secrets. Every artifact from the Atlantic is a piece of a vast historical puzzle. Alone, a clay pot or coin may seem small, but together they reveal lost worlds. These finds connect us to real people, sailors, traders, and citizens of vanished cities. Underwater discoveries have rewritten history, showing ancient trade and settlement were more advanced than once believed. Bronze Age shipwrecks and submerged settlements force us to rethink our past. These finds fill in the blank pages of history. Studying sunken sites also teaches us about earthquakes, tsunamis, and climate change. Lessons from Port Royal help engineers build safer cities today. Understanding how past civilizations adapted or failed guides us as we face our own challenges. Ultimately, it's about recovering lost stories and giving voice to those who vanished beneath the waves. Each site is a chapter in humanity's story. By exploring the deep, we find ourselves. The moon's surface is mapped better than our own ocean floor. Over 70% of Earth is water, yet we've explored less than 5% of the deep. The ocean is the largest, least understood environment on Earth, filled with secrets. We've found hints, sonar contacts, legendary coastlines, tantalizing ruins, but we've barely scratched the surface. What else waits in the Atlantic? A Roman galley, a Viking longship, or the true Atlantis? The possibilities are endless. And that's what makes it exciting. The drive to explore is fundamental to humanity. The search for lost worlds is more than science. It's adventure. It inspires us to push boundaries and believe there's always more to find. Our world is still full of mystery and wonder. Next time you see the ocean, think of the world beneath. Mountains, canyons, shipwrecks, and sunken cities. They're waiting, holding their stories in the cold, dark water. The final frontier isn't up in the stars, it's down.